What is going on, chicken bone? I'm gonna start using that in every intro. I'll do it again when we go to the next clip because it's just that amazing. Okay, so I got to show you what I'm purging in the van. What is going on, chicken bone? All right, I am glad you stopped by. I got to show you what I've been working on. I know it's still kind of messy in here, but I am making progress. You know, actually, if I just made the bed, it would look so much better. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about purging. Notice that I don't have a buddy heater anymore. Also, I don't have a propane tank or a hose anymore either. I've decided just to go all heating with my little stove here, my little butane stove. I'm gonna come out cheaper just buying the bulk cases of these butane cans, and they had the safety valve on them also so they don't explode. I can get them at an Asian market. And you know, let me back up here and tell you what's happened. So the other night I start smelling propane. Kind of scary, right? When you wake up and you're smelling propane. So I get up in the middle of the night and I unhook the hose from the buddy heater, which used to sit right here. Right now it's over behind the bed. I'm going to give it away. And I take the tank out, put it outside, disconnect the hose, go back to bed. The next day, I think I figured it out. I think the hose was just a little bit loose where it screws into the propane tank. So I put it back in. The next night, same thing happens. I think the hose had developed a leak, so I have thrown the hose in the garbage. I've turned in my propane tank. I dropped it off at one of those Blue Rhino things at a gas station. And the buddy heater, I'm going to give it away right now. It's sitting over behind the bed. I've walked around here and I've asked, let's see if you can see over there, that little white minivan. That's Suzanne. I asked her if she wanted it. She doesn't. I asked Stanley, who's in that white van over there. He has a diesel heater, so he doesn't want it either. So I got to give it away. It's nothing wrong with the heater, and I've got a brand new filter on it. I just cleaned it. Just like 3 videos back. If you go back 3 videos, you'll see me cleaning that heater. Everything was fine. And then all of a sudden the hose, I think it's right where the hose screws into the tank. There's this like metal wrap around it. I think that's where it was leaking at. Anyway, so I'm going to do all heating with nothing but butane, the butane stove here. I've got a case of butane under the bed. See that cardboard box? That's going to be like 24 cans, maybe 30 cans in that case. G from San Antonio gave me those a year ago, and I'm still carrying them around. Hadn't got into that case. I had some others. I keep other cans in this drawer, and then I had another box with some loose cans under the bed. I know it's going to be a lot of butane cans to heat that way, but springtime's coming anyway. And then next winter, I'll reassess the situation. But it feels good just to have this extra floor space here. No buddy heater here. No big tank in the back, so I'm going to have extra room for putting my e-bike back there. Let's walk around and show you. I haven't gotten around to sweeping and mopping this part yet. That'll be next. But here's the buddy heater. There's a new pack of sheets I just bought. Need to wash those first. These are dirty clothes. But the propane tank used to sit right here, and it had a ratchet strap around it that held onto this brace. Here's the buddy heater. And there's the filter still on it. I just put that filter on in December, so it's still good. But the tank used to sit here, and it came out to about, let's see, right here. So now when I get rid of this, I'm gonna have this extra space here, and I can put all my dirty clothes here. I have 3 of these, and when they get full, I know it's time to do laundry. Don't look at my dirty socks and undies, please. Please. So this is the case of butane cans I have here. Unopened. They still have the nylon wrap around it. I've got 3 or 4 other cans I need to use up first. That's in the cabinet drawer. So, can't wait to get rid of that thing. Look at it. I just cleaned it all up. Somebody's going to get a good heater. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just the hose. And this is my chips and bread in here. And junk. Bike seat. Oh, that's how I carry the Starlink, by the way. Let's stick it inside the back door there. And I might have a couple of cans of butane in that crate right there also. This is just summer clothes here. And this. Oh, and let me show you this. Since I'm in California, you may have questions about this. How do you carry a mind changer, M-I-N-D changer, mind changer, in California legally? Well, you put your mind changer in one box and you put a padlock on it. And then you get another box and you put those shiny little brass things that go in your mind changer in this box and you put a padlock on it. So, let me bring these out here and let you look at them. I got this case at Walmart and I got this case at one of the tents over in Tyson Wells in Quartzsite. $12 for that one, and I think this one was actually $14. So I got a better deal at the tent. This box came with a light in it. Can you believe they'd put a light in a little box like this? I took the light out and I use it. I lay it up on the console, and so I can grab it when I need some light. It's just got a little button on it. It's like a little flashlight. But anyhow, that's how you stay legal in California when you're driving through. You got to lock it up. You unload your mind changer, put it in a box, and then put all those shiny little brass things that go in the mind changer in a separate box with a separate lock on it. And this box has like a couple of different ways to lock it. And then you have to put them in the back of your vehicle where they are not in arm's reach. So these are 10 feet back from the driver's seat. So I am legal. Only bad thing is if I had a serious situation and needed it, I couldn't get to it. But I think they made that law. The only reason I can think of for having a law like that is to keep people from losing their minds and having a road rage incident and reaching over and grabbing their mind changer and start doing bad things with it. This way you can't reach it and you can't just temporarily go crazy and do crazy things. That's the only reason I can figure that they made that law. But anyway, I like to stay legal. So that's how I do it. Oh, before we go back inside, you may be asking yourself, why is my van parked like this? It's kind of weird. Because the wind was blowing so strong that it was really bending the tent over, so I just pulled the van in front of it to save the tent. That's a new thing I'm going to start doing now. I've never done that before. I've always just taken the tent down, but just parking right up against it. And the wind was blowing from this way yesterday. Speaking of wind, we've got about 4 days in a row coming up of winds over 30 miles per hour. So that's going to be interesting. I might end up having to take this tent down. I'm just going to look at the forecast every day, see which way the wind's going to be blowing from, and then just park my van on the proper side. All right, let's go in. I want to show you the refrigerator. Okay, you might remember that I used to have this big ugly piece of Reflectix over the front of this fridge. That's because I had the buddy heater right here and I wanted to reflect the heat away from the fridge. Well, I don't need that anymore. So while I took that out and threw that away, I also pulled the fridge out from the wall, cleaned all the dust bunnies out back there. It was pretty bad. And then I've got this piece of styrofoam that the fridge sits on so it cushions it. Maybe that'll help its lifespan, just not bouncing around so much. And that looks much better. I mean, just look at the space. I think, get my knee out of the way. I think I might use that as a screenshot. Or maybe I'll make the bed first and then use that as a screenshot. But that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.